Well, here I am, Thursday, May, no sun. I'm in the summer house at the moment. It is absolutely pouring it down the rain, and we got thunder, we got lightning. So I was doing some work on the pond and I've dashed in here till it goes over. I did notice yesterday on one of the Japanese sites about koi, and I'll read what it said. It says one of the top koi Japanese farms says you should only remove a koi for inspection if it is showing very clear signs of stress and positive signs of infestation, and should not be removed from the water for any other reason. And it goes on to say that koi are hardy, however they only rely on gills to extract dissolved oxygen from water. They cannot breathe air in the same way as animals do. Without water to support them, the delicate structure in the fish's gills collapses under gravity and stick together, preventing oxygen absorption. The gills dry out quickly or suffer damage. The fish suffers pain and potential permanent respiratory impairment, so should never be removed from the water. Now, I've often done the opposite to that, because if I've seen a fish that I think has got a parasite on it, I've taken it out of the water to test it. Now, according to this, you shouldn't do that. You should not take the fish out of water to test it unless you're 100% certain it has a parasite, and for no other reason. So, in the future, I will be very careful with the fish and what I'm going to do with them. So let's go and have a look at the water, because the foam is still there. There's the thunder again, I don't know if you can hear that. I don't know if the mic's picking the thunder up. Oh, and there's a big flash of lightning over the back there. Anyway, the fish seems to be reasonably well in the pond. The foam is still on the water, so there must be something in the water that's causing it to foam up. You might be able to see it there if I move in a bit closer for you. There we go. You can see there it's foaming up still. Now, the skimmer's been on all night and it's collected no rubbish whatsoever. Well, just a little bit of food. And the filter wool does have a little bit of green in it, so obviously there must be some algae spores in the water, but that's not affecting the fish, and I will get rid of that today by putting in some hydrogen peroxide, so that will clear that up. The fish are still looking for food. They're still coming up to the top. However, the temperature is very poor. Last night it dropped to 4.1, and today we're just touching on 11.3. So very, very poor quality water today, and very poor quality in its temperature. So as soon as this rain's gone and this thunder and lightning's gone, I'll be down here to put some hydrogen peroxide in the pond to clean the water up. The solar panels are doing quite well. Like I say, They're there, two on the roof. They're still bringing in around about 29 amps of power, and I can't fault them. Still no reply as such from Energy with any help, just asking the same questions over and over again. Complete waste of time, that company. They make great equipment, but they're sadly let down by the call centres and the online support. There's the thunder again. It's starting to move away now. It's one disadvantage of living close to the sea, I suppose. Two temperatures mix, one coming off the land and the one coming off the sea, and we get thunder. Also get bad weather, but there's nothing to do about that. That's that move, really. Anyway, the fish are doing fine, so please subscribe. I'll catch you in the next one, which is going to be about what is the best filtration and how can you get the cleanest water. So catch you in the next one. Take care, subscribe. Thanks.